G'day everyone, it's KM here from First Brick Property Buyers Agency. A couple of weeks ago we spoke on the podcast about offset accounts and how it can make a huge impact on your financial situation. So what I thought I'd do today is do a whiteboard tutorial on offset accounts and really show the difference that it can make and how much money you can save in interest, as well as how many years you can shave off your loan. So I thought we'd start off with an example of an offset account. So we've got a situation here on this side. We've got a loan of $500,000. We have an offset account of $100,000 sitting in it. Now for this situation, let's assume the interest rate is 3% per annum. What the bank's going to do is the bank's going to look at your loan amount and it's going to minus the offset account amount. And then they're going to times by the interest, and then they're going to divide that by 365 days. And that's going to show them how much interest you owe for that day. And then they collate that for the month and then you pay your interest. So let's work this out. Assuming your offset account doesn't move at all. You have your loan minus your offset times by 3%, divide that by 365. So you get 500,000 minus 100,000 times 3% divided by 365. I believe that gives you $12,000 in interest for the year. Let's divide that by 365. So you're getting $32.90 in interest per day, which is equivalent to about $986.30 a month. So that's what it looks like if you had $100,000 in your offset account and it wasn't changing, it wasn't going up or down, you'd be paying about $986 in interest per month. Now we'll go to this side here where you have a $500,000 loan again. You have nothing in your offset and your offset doesn't increase, and again we'll go 3%. So the bank does the same procedure. We'll work this out. 500k minus 0 times 3% divided by 365. So you get $15,000 in interest divided by 365, which equates to $41.09 per day, or $1,232.87 a month. Now just looking at those two numbers there, you can see the difference having that $100,000 in your offset account as opposed to having nothing in your offset account. 1200 against 986. So if we have a look what the difference is there, minus 986.3. So we're getting a $246.57 saving a month just by having an offset account with $100,000 in it. This works out to be about $3,000 a year. Now most people's accounts don't just sit at one point, 0 or 100. They're fluctuating and they increase. Now let's show you an example of how much money you can save if you had an offset account that was continuously increasing. So we'll grab the purple marker. We'll grab the black marker. So let's have a look at this situation. We got a $500,000 loan, 3% interest. The minimum repayments, $1,200 a fortnight. Let's say your fortnightly wage, including all income, is $4,000 a fortnight. So that includes your job salary plus your rent and any dividends, anything's coming in. and let's say your expenses equal 1.5k a fortnight. Alright, so in this situation, this person's going to have an extra $2,500 a fortnight coming in. So if they were to add that to their offset account, it would make a huge difference as opposed to if they didn't. So we'll have a look at that now. So let's say they didn't add anything to their offset account. What that would look like. So let's call that standard. Let's just get rid of this. Standard. It will take 794 payments to pay off your 500,000 loan. It will take 30 years to pay that off, and you would pay $145,495 in interest. Now, if you take the offset strategy, what does that look like? Let's have a look. Let's call this one strategy. If we were putting the difference between our wage and expenses in our offset account every fortnight, what's it going to look like? You'll make all your interest repayments in 281 payments. It will take you 10 years to finish off your interest, and you would only have paid $66,985 in interest repayments. So what's that? So that's 513 less repayments. That's 20 years quicker that you pay it off, and you've saved $78,000 in interest payments. So as you can see here, having an offset account, and all you're simply doing is adding your extra wage that you have after your expenses, so whatever difference you have, into your offset account, and it makes a huge difference. In this situation, it's an extra $2,500 a fortnight. If we change this up to $2,000 a fortnight, $1,500 a fortnight, $1,000 a fortnight, as long as there's some surplus and your offset account is continuously increasing, you will see a huge difference. So thanks to the guys at Property Calculator Australia, they actually sent me the formula to work this out because it's quite a big formula. But as you can see, it's a huge difference. So if you've got a question, if you want to send us your rough numbers and we can try and work out what this is going to look for you, send us an email or send us or let us know in the comments, send us a message, and we'll be happy to help you out. This is our first whiteboard tutorial. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully we'll bring you some more to come. Thanks guys.